And we're back.
with Whatever Wednesday on a
Thursday.
Hey, who's that? Who's that, Gus? Hey,
Yogi.
smarter than an average bear.
That would be Yogi.
Yogi Bear. Oh, remember we said the picnic basket?
I didn't ever like that reference because they used to call me Boo Boo.
Yeah, they did.
So, not a
But
good.
Boo Boo was better than other things they could have called
Oh, they
you.
did call me. No, did call me.
So Boo Boo, I mean,
Elmer
Boo Boo
Fudd.
was cute.
Because I stuttered.
And we used to watch Huckleberry Hound.
Yes. My
Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. They're a
Always the
monster
Jetsons. I thought, this is
family.
going to be cool when I grow up and I get to fly around in my own car. I really did believe it.
I never
And we
did.
were disappointed. I'm disappointed anyway, because that would be really cool. I couldn't imagine how it would really work because there'd be so many people crashing into each other. But nonetheless,
See, I would have stayed on the
as
ground.
a child, I didn't think of that. I just thought, this is...
I just wanted a robot that was going to
And then
clean.
it could and get whatever food you wanted. Now that was...
That was cool.
that was cool.
That was cool.
Doesn't happen either.
I never understood why George had to go to work. He had a robot,
Yeah.
but he still went to work.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because it was the future and there was robots and they did everything. So you had everybody.
Well, not
did things.
everything. I think the robots kind of did a lot, but they didn't do
They
everything.
did a lot more than
Well, they do a lot now, but we still need humans.
Thankfully.
Anyway, so we're going to talk to you about something we got emails in the past with regard to people who want to be, what do they call them? Not our agent, but like
Spokesperson?
represent us on YouTube. And I always hear that that's just all kinds of crazy, and they just want a portion of your money. Not like we get paid.
No. We are
Let's
not
be
doing
clear.
this for the money.
Let's
Although
be clear.
we are putting it aside for our trip.
Yes, when we go next year,
We're gonna go 2 trips.
we're going to go to New York.
Yes, we're gonna go to New York. 'Cause I
Okay.
got to meet my daughters,
Yes,
and then
Lori, Kim.
Lori and Kim from Fit and Fabulous Mamas.
That must mean who are they then to me? My cousins?
Well, they consider me their aunt, which is good. I could be their mother, actually. Aunt sounds better. Doesn't make me
That
seem
sounds
so old.
Okay.
And then, or they could call me the great aunt. Oh, they don't say aunt.
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 Anyway.
I don't know if it's just a Michigan thing or it's
Well,
a
we're
Midwest.
Well, we're
but
I think it's
we're
a Midwest
ants,
thing.
but we don't crawl on the ground. But we're ants. And really,
What was the other trip? I forget where we're going.
Arkansas to see Gina Pearson.
Oh, yeah. How can I forget
To
that?
see Arkansas to
Mm-hmm.
Gina Pearson.
Well, actually, we're going to Missouri.
Is it Missouri?
Yeah.
Well, her sister's in Arkansas.
Yes, and she's going to come down.
Oh,
Get
okay.
it right.
Well, that's farther.
Well, yeah.
Well, damn. I don't know, Gina. I might not be going now.
We're going to go to the Missouri Star Quilt Company. It's like a town of quilt stuff, which she would be bored
Oh,
with.
I just thought it was the name of a company. I didn't know that it was actually in Missouri. I'm not a crafter, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, anyway. So, and then Gina's going to meet us there because it'll be a very short ride from her sisters, who she's going to
Oh, sure. She's got the short ride, and we've got the long ride.
Okay.
Because I don't share the driving. Although Mary will drive most of the way.
Nobody wants her.
You know. You know what? When I went today to the pool store, and Denise will tell you, it is a tricky turn to turn left out of that pool store.
It is, you're right.
Because it's a pretty busy street.
Yeah.
But my gosh, the guy in front of me needed a written invitation to pull out. And I was so this close to honking my horn at him.
I would
I
have
was
longer.
this
If
close.
someone honks at me, then it's going to take me longer.
No, I was this close to, like he was here and I was here. Illegally, I was going to go around him. I was going to do that. I really was.
Anyway.
But I didn't. I waited.
Mary will go with us, and she'll drive. She won't even let me hardly drive.
And you know, she's got that foot thing where she's.
I know.
And we still let her
And we let her
drive.
drive. Well, I did drive on the way home from.
But anyway, back to what we were saying.
So now we got an email from.
Let's see.
This one looks a little bit more legit, but we want to hear what you guys got to say about it because you might have got this email. And go ahead.
It says, "I love you
It's
guys."
from who?
Oh, it's from this
Max Goldcamp.
Max,
That's his
yeah.
name.
From Mystic Cart Pictures.
Yep.
.net. And it says, I love your guys' YouTube page, and from the videos I watched, I think you guys might be great for a show I'm currently casting called This Time Next Year. It's all about people wanting to make a big life change in 365 days. I think your weight loss journey would be great for this time next year. And then they give us like a website to look at, and his phone number, and a fax number,
In Los Angeles,
and
California.
like Los Angeles.
But I don't know.
It just
It
you
seems
know.
fishy to us, so
We don't know.
let us know. Because, you know, I mean,
But this came after we hit 1,000, so
it is.
that's
And so
kinda what we're
sometimes I think
wondering.
that kind of like maybe the prompts all the scam people. You know what I'm saying? So
Because we already say our weight, so people know how much we weigh.
yeah, I don't
care.
mind going on the show,
And
but
people know we're on, have a YouTube video.
Yeah.
We told the waitress yesterday.
at the restaurant.
She says, you're going to
She's
pause
like,
that camera, aren't you?
What? She said what?
She's filming. She did pause it,
And
right?
I wanted her to know that we had
And we didn't. I didn't film her.
no. She
I did
just
film
heard her
her.
talking, and that we had not just 2 followers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm proud of our followership.
Yeah, my brother made fun of us.
Yes, he did. Well, I still get it from my family. Josh is just still hoping that we become big time, and then I'll be able to introduce him to the other YouTube people. Now, his YouTube people and my two, not the
Way
same.
different.
I said, you name these people. I'm like, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Anyway,
Well, that's why I took David this morning for his orientation. So he's standing in front of the school. I put him on my daily vlog. I took a film of him, and he was like, And I said, well, David, look around. There's other people taking pictures of their kids, and so like.
I did that on the first day.
So he just, he was. So then we went in and we had to stand in like 3-4 different lines to get different things, and so then I wanted to take a picture of his schedule because I know he's going to lose it. And so he says, well, Grandma, I don't mind you putting me on video, but don't put my schedule up because it has my locker number and I don't want people coming and damaging my locker. I said, David, I do know what to put on.
No, you
As
don't.
much as Denise thinks that I
you
don't,
don't.
I do know some things
You
that I
ain't
don't put
done
on.
that.
I wouldn't have put it on there. I wouldn't have put his schedule
I'm
on
with
there.
David on this.
I wouldn't have put his
She
schedule
has
on
this
there.
lackadaisical thought.
No, because it did have his locker number and it had his birth date and all that. I wouldn't have put
Combination,
that in.
his
His
lunch
combination
code.
number and all that. Yeah, I
All
wouldn't
that
have-
stuff.
I wouldn't have given him that. But I wanted a copy of his schedule because I know he's going to lose it. I love him dearly, but David's going to lose it. So,
Anyway,
girls are in the pool. It's very muggy.
yes.
Very, very
I
muggy.
drove over, which is like 3 houses away, because it looks like it's going to burst raining.
It's gonna rain
at any
anytime now.
second. And I don't want to have to, when I want to go home, I want to go home, number one. And I don't want to go home getting wet, because
And
I
want her
might
to go
melt.
home. And I don't want her to stay.
So I drove over. I don't care.
And I feel like on my daily vlogs, I always say the weather report. I get so annoyed when Jim is always telling me about the gas prices because I think that's an old person's move. I'm the old person now talking about the weather.
Yes.
Because the heat index is, well, it's 76. That's
almost
very
like you
impressive.
can feel it in the air.
Yes.
It's like, bam.
It's like you can put a glass out there and get a glass
Mm-hmm.
of water. It's just really, and my plants are just wilting. I'm not
I was
even
going to tell you that, but then I thought, no, you watered them again.
No, I
Your
can't.
water bill
My
would be-
water bill was, it was outrageous. It was just outrageous. But
It was double mine.
it was double hers. Mine was almost $400.
And I had to
3
fill
months.
a pool, and it was included in that.
It was ridiculous.
That's a lot of water.
I used a lot of water, but but I had the beauty of my flowers, and so it was
Oh
worth
no,
it.
yeah.
But if I had the money, it's
Just think how much it cost you to have those flowers. You might have spent like
I spent a lot for
$5 on one thing, and then it's cost
No.
you $50.
the
for
flowers along
water.
the side of the house that I just planted cost me $275.
I'm just saying one plant. That one plant doesn't cost you $5.
Oh.
That's my point.
Oh, yeah,
With
that's
all the
true.
water that goes into that one plant.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess.
But,
But
it's
I
nice.
have the beauty of it, so it was just nice.
But anyway, obviously we're doing this on Thursday, not Wednesday. We're still going to call it Whatever Wednesday.
Yes, we are.
And it's just, again, like I explained on the other one, if you didn't watch the other one, I was very busy. I am a busy person.
She's so busy.
And so we couldn't do it yesterday.
And then we're not doing Fiddle Faddle Friday because nobody can, well, Denise is the only one that could make it for tomorrow.
And isn't
And
that
I'm
enough?
not cooking for her.
Isn't that enough? Well, Alyssa tells me that her dad told her she's going on Friday. I go, no, I think your grandma's changed her mind. No, my dad said, this was
Oh,
that we're going to grandma's for dinner on Friday. I
she's
go,
spending the night probably tonight
A night.
because by the time he does the claws, it's...
well, no, he said for dinner tonight.
Oh.
So, and I said, well, you just discussed
Rude
that
awakening.
with your grandma then. And Colin was like, we all enjoy going over. And just all the
I
people.
do enjoy having them,
Yeah.
I really do. But, towards the end of the month when I've spent so much money on so many other things, it does get a little difficult to stretch your money out all the way to the end of the month.
Yeah. That's why I say that's when we should bring our stuff.
Well, you can come over and bring your stuff.
No,
but my
no,
pool is
we're
kind of
not
cloudy.
invited.
You're not invited. We're not having cake. It's our favorite Chips Ahoy commercial.
Reminded us of Josh.
It does.
When he was younger, not so
Not
much
so
now.
much
He's
now.
filled out now.
Yes.
But when he was really younger,
skinny and little. I don't know if you remember the commercial when the cookies are all excited because they're going to have cake. And we're not having cake. Ooh, it is
No,
cookie.
I don't think it was a cookie. He was the only cookie at the table.
Oh, that's right, because they were going to have the cookies instead of the cake. That's right.
Exactly.
It was good.
Anyway.
Big Brother. I'm hoping that Victor, if he does go home tonight, because it's Thursday. If he does go home tonight, he turns right around and comes back in. But last night, because I watched the After Dark, I didn't go to bed till 2:30. I didn't watch the last half hour.
Spoiler alert. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, spoiler alert.
You can't tell people that.
Pause.
I hate when I see that on Facebook.
I'll put
and they
my
tell
finger
you-
up, and when I'm done talking about it, I'll put my finger down, and then you can unmute it. Victor's really working out a good plan, and I think he's going to stay. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm hoping. But if he does go home, I want him to come back. Okay. Welcome back. A couple of nuts.
No, like really,
Or at
when I
least
see
one.
that, and people do that on Facebook, and they'll like, oh, I don't, I'm like, don't say that stuff. The minute it happens, they'll put it on there. It's like, a lot of people DVR stuff like me. I don't like to watch commercials.
I don't watch it.
There's a new
commercials I
commercial now.
like.
There's a new one commercial now where the guy comes into the house and she's holding her cat, and she was house sitting. I don't know if
didn't see
anybody's
that
seen
one.
this. Oh,
Is this a spoiler alert?
no, it's so darn funny. And she's holding her one cat like under her sweater, like half, the cat's right there. And he says, he comes with, thanks for house sitting. And then she goes, hello, or something. And he goes, you brought your cat? And she goes, well, and here comes all these other cats come out. And she says, meet your new daddy to the cats. And the guy comes back, he goes, and he's all swollen. His eyes are swollen shut. Everything is swollen because he's allergic to cats. And he goes, I think we need to go to the hospital. And it's about a vacuum system that gets up all the...
Oh.
oh my God, when she says, meet your new daddy.
I'll have to look that one up on the
It's
YouTube.
so cute. It's some kind of a, like one of those Roomba things. It's not called that, but it's like for...
Like a robot vacuum?
Yeah.
I'll have to look that one up. That one does sound like
The minute it comes back to her whole face, is just all blotchy and swollen. Anyway, I had to zip back because I saw all the cats and I thought, oh, I like an animal
Any video
commercial.
that I see on Facebook
an animal
with a
in
cat, I always
it.
send
Yeah.
to
Well,
her.
no, it wasn't on Facebook. It was on TV.
But no, if I see one on Facebook, I always
Yeah.
send it to you.
Oh, yeah.
I do like the one you had with the windshield wiper.
Yeah, he
That
was
one
trying to
too.
grab at the
Yeah.
cat. Or how about when he was...
Drinking the water. I sent you that one. I like that one.
My peeps like it. They always look forward to it. And if I don't send them, they'll say, where's the cat video?
Denise's cats aren't that smart.
No. No, mine will sit there, just one of them, will lay by the bowl and put his paw in to drink. He'll pop his paw in. He's laying like, he can't even drink the water. Not all the time, but when I see him, it just...
Maybe he's sick.
Well, that's the thing, because my other cat, Sylvester, that's what he was
But he was
always...
the same breed, too.
I know, he was always laying by the bowl. No, he's not. This is a long-term
Oh.
laziness. But the first time I saw him, I was like, no, not again, because that's what Sylvester did at the end. He just couldn't walk around a whole lot, and he was. Anyway, let's not bring up a bad subject.
I'll bring up a funny subject. It's kind of like a bad subject, but it's a funny subject. Is when we were at the thing yesterday, the lady was saying, well, I'm something about a Sue. I'm a lazy Sue or something. And
Yeah.
Denise said, oh, we had a sister Sue. She couldn't be here with us because she's not here anymore. The lady goes, oh, I'm really sorry.
But now you brought her here with her spirit.
Yeah, so that was really nice.
I was
That was
waiting for her
really
to
nice.
say Pat, and then I would have
Well, then she said something about,
She had two
said something
brothers.
about brother. She says, oh, I had two brothers. And I said, yeah, we had a
and
brother
6
Pat.
sisters or something like that.
Yeah, we had a brother Pat, but he's no longer with us either. I said, you got me down or you need to
She was
leave.
all chipper when she came over, and then we just like...
But then she stayed. She was fine.
Yeah, people like to talk to us.
We'll talk to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have that look.
I think we do.
That we're very
look or there's
approachable.
not a look.
You know. But it was funny because we didn't know that Mike was going to pay for our dinner, and we got there like at 7 minutes to 6.
Yeah.
And he says, hurry up and order, hurry up and order. We can order off the bar
Okay,
menu.
whatever.
Okay, whatever. We know what we're getting anyhow. So then when the waitress came and took the order, he said, since we ordered before 6, well, I'll pay for their meal. He said, after 6, I wasn't going to pay for it. I
Because
said,
some of the things are half off. And
so I said, well, you can do that anytime. We'll get there before 6.
Not a problem.
You can pay. You got money, money, money. But, I don't know. We had fun. He told us we could go up to his trailer, but there's no bathrooms. So, no. But Mary's going to go.
Mary go. She'll pee in a
She'll
bucket.
pee in a bucket. Tummy. So. But that
I
was the
just
first
think
time.
it's funny too, because Michael, if you could have ever known, like from when he was young until now, always had the best stuff.
Yes.
Always the top of the line.
Yes.
Always the best clothes, always the best car, always the best, oh really, truly.
Yes.
And now that he's older and he's retired,
Yes. He's penny pincher.
and he'll take stuff like, Oh, you don't need that light anymore. I'll put it up at my cabin.
Yeah.
Oh, now so he went and
A deck.
dismantled the deck that goes around the pool.
Took him 6 hours.
So he could put a deck down in front of his trailer. And it's so flipped to who
Yeah.
I mean, if you'd have told me that even 10 years ago, I would have bet money that he
Yes.
wouldn't have done it.
He bought,
I like that.
he had a company car, yet he still went and bought a Camaro Z28 that I drove to work every day because he didn't have, you know, he wanted to put some, he wanted it to be driven, so I didn't care. It was really nice. It was
But
red.
it's just too funny
5
that now
speed.
he'll take,
Yeah.
like my dad used to call the Sheeny man,
The
which
Sheeny
if that's
man.
insulting to somebody, I don't know, my dad was a little bit
Racist.
salty.
Racist sometimes
Racist,
too.
yes. Not funny,
it's
but
a polite
it's a
word.
true statement. And he
But I
used
think
to say
it's
that.
some of his generation.
Probably a lot to
You
do
know,
with
I
his
don't know.
generation, but when we would put stuff out, the garbage to the curb, he would say, just put that out for the Sheeny men, which I don't even know what Sheeny men means,
I don't either.
which is why I think it's probably racist, and I, again, apologize. Not my...
I won't say some of the things he said.
Oh, gosh,
some
no,
of the
we
things
can't.
we can't. But some of the things he would say, we would just think that was it. But then part of you, when you got older, you kind of
Yeah,
thought,
we figured it out.
no, that doesn't
I
sound
didn't
like
take
it
long
should
to
have been.
figure
Yeah,
out
it
that
didn't
that
take
wasn't
long to
it,
figure
but-
it out. But my mother used to get so mad at
yeah,
him.
she-
Oh,
And I'll have to tell you, of all 6 of us, not one of us is racist.
Racist, no,
and
not at all.
We heard that, and some people, I think they hear it and then that's who they become.
Yeah.
I think we were so disgusted with it. The same
Yeah.
thing with smoking. My mother would light one
Oh.
from another, and none of us smoke.
Yes.
You know, you get kind of annoyed by something, I think.
My
or
mother-
you just do the same thing.
my mother used to smoke Territons, which were like Herbert Territons, which were with a blue label, which was a non-filtered cigarette. And Territons was like the filtered cigarette. And so back then you could send your kids to the store to get your cigarettes. And I would go to the store and I'd say I need a pack of Herbert Territons for my mother. And they'd say, no, your mother wouldn't smoke a non-filtered cigarette. You need the one with the red ring. And I go, no, I need the one with the blue ring. No, no, no. So they'd sell me it. I'd go all the way home and my mother would say, I told you the one with the blue ring. And then I'd have to go all the way back and exchange it. And you know, I had to do it all the time. But you know what? I had to walk over 2 blocks to cross at the light because it was a busy street. I was only 9.
I know.
Crossing Hayes. That's
I know,
a
that's
pretty busy street.
Times were different back then.
I won't let Sophia, she's 6, cross my street across the street. Christy told me I live in the ghetto now because a kid down the street got pulled over by the police and he was laying on the ground or sitting on the ground with the police department.
That can happen anywhere.
That could happen anywhere. I
There's
know
nothing to do
her.
where you live.
So she was singing the Elvis song.
She just loves that song.
She does love that song, so she sings it all the time.
She says it all the time.
Yes.
And she'll say it to the person, I'm thinking, don't say that. You don't tell somebody to live.
She doesn't have an edit button.
No, she doesn't. I wonder why.
I don't know where she learned that from. She's got to learn to do better. But,
Anyway.
you know, I don't understand why I gained 5 pounds because I was in a really. Oh, I know I gained 5 pounds.
Okay. I think clearly we
She's
know
gonna choke
how
on her
we
spit.
gained our weight.
But I've been in such a good mood, and usually I gain weight when I'm in a
Oh, yeah.
bad mood
Well,
or
that's
when I'm
me.
sad or stressed. Well, I was a little stressed because the girls weren't getting along. But you know, for the last couple of days, they've actually been getting along. I told their mothers when they picked them up, you know, I know there's 2 more weeks to school, but I'm done. You better talk to them because I'm done. And they come back the next day, whole other attitude. So, and they've been getting along pretty well, so that's good. I just think it's this time of year, they're bored, they're anxious to get back to school, and you know, once they're there 2
Callie
weeks,
wants to, Josh.
once they're there 2 weeks, then they don't want to be there.
So much.
Josh, you would think, for the social aspect.
Yeah, but he still has all his friends he's hanging around with. So
Yeah.
that's what the problem, you know, not the problem, but it's a good thing he has friends to hang around, but
Yeah,
he's not missing school at all. Nope.
but he does pretty well.
What?
In school, he does pretty well.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
No.
just saying he don't want to go.
Yeah.
If it was up to him, he'd never go back.
No, but I mean, if he had difficulty in school as far as learning and stuff, you could see why he wouldn't really want to go. But he's a pretty smart kid, so I mean, he
No,
does
I know,
really well.
yeah.
So
I don't know. Well. Nobody wants to get up early. Certainly not him. You
No.
know, that's
Yeah.
just the start of it, and having to get ready. I don't know.
He's
Once
got
he
a whole
gets back
life
in
of
the
getting
swing
up
of it, it'll
early.
be fine.
it's got
Callie's
the whole
anxious.
life ahead of him.
Yeah, I know. And then
I
you're
always
gonna
tell
work
David,
it.
he says, well, I'm tired of getting up. I said, until you're 68, and they might not even worry about that
I
because they
know.
might not have Social
You
Security.
might even be 70 by that time.
You'll be getting up early to go to work unless you get an afternoon job.
You know, I was trying to get a job for Josh. He wanted it, not because I'm trying to make him be having a job. And no, they don't take him at 14. He has to be 15.
Oh, the girl that told me,
And she told you wrong.
she told me wrong.
Anyway,
I reported a falsehood,
yes. You weren't wrong, though.
thankfully. Because you know
This
I would-
time.
This time.
Anyway, we gotta get going here. Oh, we're gonna go over.
Oh, no, get hurt. Oh, we're over.
No, we're not yet. We could have been done. Like this video.
Subscribe.
Comment.
Share. Hurry up.